Hello everyone, my name is Nathan, and today it's time for another episode of Oxygen Not Included here in the 100 Duplicant Challenge. In the previous episode, we took care of establishing a glass forge infrastructure, and today we're gonna take advantage of that by building solar panels. This will also be the time where we hook everything up to the heavy watt wire, except maybe for a few contraptions, but I decided the decor value is not gonna be a value I value in this playthrough. Now, in order to make this a reality, in certain spots I'm gonna require the heavy watt joint plate, so we're gonna install that here. And in other places I will just have to connect the wires as soon as they are ready. So like right here we can hook up this pump like so. Also, I'm gonna drag a wire through here, just making sure that I connect nothing that I don't want to connect just yet before everything is built. And finally, I'm gonna lead a heavy watt wire through the bottom bathroom right here in order to reach everything on the left side. Okay, I think we can just let this get built and then wait for a little bit of glass, go up here, establish a liquid lock, and then make it out to set up these solar panels. Now let's maybe think about the lock that we want to establish here. I think a normal door is actually gonna do the trick. So if we just make sure to go down and up here, and then in the center place a mechanized airlock, just like that, then there's never going to be a huge amount of gases we are losing due to the vacuum of space. Now, maybe just to be on the safe side, I'm going to go down one more block, something along these lines, and then we can still establish a liquid lock once we have access to oil or something that, well, oil is still going to freeze over. So it's just too cold here, but we can make this a little bit better with an insulated layer. So have something like that going on, and then we just add a mechanized airlock to prevent more gases from going out while this is not being used. Then on the other side, it would be nice to establish a oxygen mask checkpoint. Let's go ahead and do that. Maybe I want a couple of dupes to be able to go out. So let's say we set up the station right here, and then a couple of docks here, there, and there. And then at the very end, we can just set up a ladder or something in order to get out. This doesn't even require any power. All we need is oxygen that we need to provide from downstairs. We can use some normal piping for this. Let's just go through here and then all the way down. We need to go down even more, and I want to take from this pipe, but only if the synthesizer is already full. So I first wanted to go and use this bridge, hop over here. And after that, no, actually that was the wrong side to cut. If the line right here is full, it's then gonna choose this path here, which is then gonna go up and fill up the oxygen masks. Of course, I also need a crafting station to actually make this happen. So let's set this up here. And this is gonna allow me to create and repair the oxygen masks in the first place. Okay, looks like my duplicants have a little something to do still to complete. I'm gonna allow them to progress for a little bit and then come back to you. Okay, I think we built most of the power cables, at least the important ones. Let me see. No, not everything has been built here, but we can just use the old ones and then remove all the cables that are redundant. This also means we can probably put this together, just have this be one giant circuit, and then all of this can go as well. We don't need this power cable any longer. I can then probably do the same thing here, hook this one up and get rid of that one. Same thing here, hook this one up, get rid of that one, and so on and so forth. My oxygen stations have been built by now. That means I also need to build some oxygen masks. Let's just go with copper ore, and we're gonna build 3 of them. And then I think at this point we are still lacking the oxygen here. Yeah, I will first have to gain some reserves before we can actually use that for the oxygen masks. Okay, looking good. Need to connect the next wires. This is going to be connected like so and so. And that means I can get rid of this and that. I can also get rid of all of these. Oh, I just see we're missing the oxygen diffuser this way. I still need to hook up the pump here. That is going to be important. But other than that, I think we're good. Yeah, let's now also connect this and that. Need another heavy watt joint plate here. And then we should be able to get rid of the rest of the cables. During the transition phase, we'll probably have some overloading of the cables that are still hooked up here, because right now the potential load is all combined, of course. As for the oxygen mask docks, we want to deliver an oxygen mask just like that. And as soon as we build it, there will be one. Now we're just waiting for this buffer storage to be filled up, and then we can utilize the oxygen again. In the meantime, my duplicants will have to survive with a little bit less oxygen than usual, but honestly, they're mostly used to it by now. Looks like I have to speed things up that I want to be done rather quickly. Oh no, what's happening here? Illumination? Come on, guys, you're slacking. But honestly, I'm glad it was the illumination and not the pressure or something. Pressure isn't looking good. Right here, we're already down to 400 grams. So I feel like the oxygen diffuser was definitely necessary, especially if we don't utilize all the pipes here. So maybe we use too many pipes on the left side and not enough on the right side. I guess we could make this a little bit better by not dumping the oxygen down here. I mean, we already get the polluted oxygen. So maybe instead of dumping it down, we are gonna go up a little bit and then supplement this vent here. I think that might actually make sense. And so we forget about bringing this all the way down, but we help out the farms. I ended up changing the setting to 40 seconds. That seems to be a more appropriate time for the rancher to actually do their job. I'm now just ripping out the rest of the cables because I sped up the building process. This shouldn't go too much longer. We can rip out this cable and this one as well. And yeah, just keep going. Yay, we actually did it. All of the machinery is now combined into one circuit, potentially taking 8.17 kilowatts. The only cables I still have to replace are these ones here, and number 39 seems to be taking care of that. Well, they just brought the necessary materials, but there we go. Yeah, people are taking care of that, and as soon as this cable here is built, we should get rid of the overloading error. By the way, let's check out the egg cracker, because here we can see just how many eggs we currently have, like 4 grub eggs, and we have 17 stone hatchling eggs. Now, some of these eggs are soon going to be ready, and then as of this point, we should be quite in the clear when it comes to meat. Oh my gosh, look at that. The only notification is someone being idle, and it's even a dreamer. Oh, my dreams came true, guys. We made it. By cycle 60 or so, I feel like we made it. Now it's only really about comfort and managing the resources. Like slime might actually run out very soon. Let's maybe disable this building. I already took apart some of the compost so we don't go through the dirt too quickly. Then we need sulfur. Sulfur we should be getting from the second planetoid as well, don't we? No, I already established that. We have no more sulfur here without a rocket program. So is there any sulfur left on this planetoid? There's some here and some more there. Okay, that might help us out. But you know, if we run out of resources, then we can of course not entertain our farms anymore. But this amount of sulfur should last for a while still, at least until we find other solutions. Good, it's now time to break open to the vastness of space, and I think I'm gonna make it even harder for air to escape by going up like so with a little staircase pattern. This way I can also lead the heavy watt wire outside in order to get access to the solar panels. I already crafted the glass for 2 solar panels. Let's do another 16 crafts for 2 more. Also, while we're at it, I'm gonna add a couple more jumbo batteries, for instance, right here and maybe over there. Actually, this one here could now also be exchanged with a normal jumbo battery, as the jumbo batteries contain a little bit more power. They are also a little bit more wasteful, but in combination with the solar panels, we don't really need the smart batteries any longer, except they directly steer a contraption, which this one actually might. Yeah, the smart battery I'm gonna leave in place so the hydrogen generator doesn't run in vain. But yeah, we can see we now have a pressure problem here, so I need to rely on that oxygen diffuser that I had here earlier. Currently I have 4 tons of algae left, and I don't think there's anything else to gather. Yeah, the second planetoid also doesn't have to offer anything in terms of algae, so I guess maybe instead of doing that, it would be better to set up a sublimation station. So we just put that right there and hook it up to power, and then all we have to do is get a couple of deodorizers running, maybe one here and one over there. Let's have a look at oxygen deodorizer. You go here and there. Yeah, I think that's gonna make more sense, and it's gonna be more sustainable because we have a lot of polluted dirt. Okay, I decided to also add a sublimation station right here at the very bottom without even adding deodorizers. I just want my duplicants that work here to be able to catch their breath a little bit earlier. Inside the base, it does look much better now. I also had to add more deodorizers on the top and the bottom, a little bit to the sides. I added some of them because the 2 right here weren't capable of taking care of everything. I possibly just could have used 3 in a row, and that would have taken care of it. On another note, we are still working here on our ingots, and all the oxygen has now arrived inside of the stations, which is pretty good. So this is queuing up, which means we can utilize this vent again. But more importantly, and something I totally forgot, are the solar panels themselves. I don't think I actually unlocked them. They are right here. Yeah, I still have to spend a little bit of applied science research, which we can easily do now. Oh wait, I think this guy here is now using the power, even though we don't have a Weezwort planted. So I'm glad I figured this out. We're gonna enable the manual Rappel generator again, and then we can conduct that research. There, Rappel generator is going for it. 39 per cycle, not too much, but it's gonna suffice to finish that research. In terms of breathability, we are now doing much better again, and you can see the distribution of the oxygen, if you count the polluted oxygen as well, is now much better. So I think the plants are gonna survive, and we can keep this rolling. Finally, 40 Builder has reached another skill point, which means I think, yes, we can now spec into demolition for the first time. Oh my gosh, this is so great. I need to change that cap, even though it doesn't do anything in the game, as I restricted access to the printing pod. I wonder actually what would happen if I now gave them access. Would they all go ahead and just grab their cap? I mean, that would be so disturbing. Yeah, right now all duplicants have assigned at least a hat. All the generic duplicants I gave the exosuit training hat. They now have all +4 athletics just from speccing, which is nice. So it seems the only one I improved into strength here is number 15 instead of exosuit training, so he doesn't have his hat just yet. But this is the last one. I think once I get another skill point for him, I want to try opening up the printing pod just to see what happens. Either way, my duplicants are still pretty busy and the oxygen mask station is working. Everything is ready for my solar panels. In this case, I think I want to start digging up a little bit of the terrain. Maybe this portion here is what we're gonna get rid of. And there they are, the brave dupe with their oxygen mask. I love it. Now maybe we do this more intelligently and start digging from the top down. Then I can just go ahead and drag the wire upstairs, something along these lines, and it's just gonna continue through here. Number 70 bringing back the oxygen mask, and it should be resupplied right away. Ah, gotta love it. Looks like we're now gaining more water here than we can use, or than we are using, so I'm gonna enable the second pitcher pump, and let me just see. Are we still producing enough oxygen here? Yeah. How is our water looking? Still quite a bit of supplies. What is the other planetoid doing? Breathability is okay, and we still have plenty of water. Okay, this is looking good. Cycle 65. I like it. Yay, finally, the research has been completed. Let's actually check out if there's anything else we want to research while this is still running. It might be nice to have access to the oxolite refinery as well as the molecular forge. Or we already unlocked the transit tubes, though I'm not sure how much I'm gonna use them in this playthrough. Yeah, let's just see what we can accomplish here with the catalytics. Oxygen distribution now much better, but let's head into power and build a bunch of solar panels. I want to get started right here, and then we're just gonna build them over like so. I now also dedicated an 8th dreamer. Number 37 has become a dreamer. Now these people still wake up because of a lack of oxygen, so I decided to use up the hydrogen for this hydrogen generator, which there isn't much left. It's coming from here and now it's being used up. So once that hydrogen has been used up, I'm gonna set up another sublimation station setup, and then this way the dreamers will be able to just keep dreaming, and that also means I will be able to keep up the somnium synthesizer buff without issues. Wow, that came out a little drunk. Number 15 with his skill points. There we go. Now all people have their respective cap. I think at cycle 100, once we completed the challenge, I'm gonna open up the portal and then we see everyone equipping their hat at once. Oh dear lord, it takes forever to build a solar panel for number 86. What are you doing? Just playing in the slowest speed is a pain in the butt, if you're used to speed 3 at least. Jeez, it's never stopping. Go, go, go! Finally, we got a solar panel, no power consumers. Oh no! Just this little cable. Okay, I guess we first have to build this solar panel now. Is somebody on their way? Yes. Okay, so we're not quite there yet. How is it that only number 86, how likely is that number 86 with the same priorities as every generic dupe is taking care of all the solar panels? How is this even a thing? It probably has something to do with proximity. I was hoping for a more mysterious solution to this riddle. 22 builder is finishing it. Now we're just missing the cable. Somebody should be taking care of that shortly, and then we have hooked up the solar power. And we can just keep going building the solar panels until we are over. Oh, look at that. That is actually a coincidence. Very nice. But yeah, essentially I want to see solar panels all the way over to the right side. And this should be a good base power to support our other power systems. I think I used it all up. That is good. Let's get rid of that hydrogen generator and all the cabling. And while we're doing that, I'm also gonna get rid of the battery and just add another jumbo battery. There you go. Jumbo battery. And we have the space for a sublimation station. As a matter of fact, we could set up 2 of them. Why the heck not? And finish the cable. Then I'm just gonna do something like this. Yeah, why the heck not? We can just have the duplicants walk above and then a heavy walk cable like so, together with 4 deodorizers. Wonderful. And that should be a adequate setup in order to keep my dreamers sleeping. You know, this is funny. I've been observing this for a moment, and this is where probably the transit tubes would have been a really good thing. But this cable here, this job has been passed along many times, like 10 different duplicants, and it seems as though they always lose the job on the way up. So potentially they grab some iron and they wanna bring it all the way up, but on the way they have to recover breath, or they have another issue. I don't know all their whims. Either way, 54 is, look at that, it just changed again. Number 97 is now responsible for the job. It's never gonna get done. Wait, at least number 97, that is an issue. So because of the proximity, the job gets assigned to the dupe closest to upstairs, but then they want to travel all the way down in order to grab the iron. So now it's number 97's job. They wait here forever because I didn't power the mechanized door. Then they go, and at some point they probably need to recover their breath. And this is where I lose the job again. Yeah, look at that. They go all the way. Gosh, this is so, oh my, I'm gonna cry. No, where? What are you doing? Oh dear lord, I'm gonna change that. So heavy watt wire, we're gonna build that out of copper now. And please, do it quick. Wow, that was extremely annoying. So now it's number 40 builder. Where are you? Here. There is some copper that you can grab. Perfect. Okay. Wait, where are you going? No! This is gonna drive me. Okay. Take a chill pill. Thank you. Episode goal reached. That was easy. Well, either way, we should have enough materials to build a couple more solar panels, and in the meantime I just keep on crafting here. I need to wait every now and then because the environment is heating up. Let me see, can I still mop some of this? Yeah, that should work out. But yeah, at this point I think we can wrap it up in peace. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I really hope you enjoyed today's episode. Have a great time and see you in the next one. Bye bye.